So hopefully that's working. You should all have your little faces, little boxes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The YouTube just says stream will begin shortly, but I don't know what the time delay is for the YouTube. There we go. Yeah. The time delay's a little bit great on YouTube.
Right. Okay.
Mate, that
I'll
looks
just-
sick. That looks so good.
You like it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
sick.
It looks absolutely mint.
Come on.
You've enticed.
Come on. Don't do this.
What?
Did they get rid of it?
Oh, is it broken?
What the fuck? Mate, Apple have done me so dirty.
Oh, how do you do hearts? I can't even do a heart. There you go.
We don't even want your sponsorship anymore, Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you,
I
Apple.
can't.
Oh,
That's
I don't know if
heartbreaking.
it's my screen resolution or what, but I can't read like.
But you know what?
animes and
I hope anybody watching this
you can't do
stream
what, Sammi?
enjoys me.
Sorry. Oh no, now I can. Yeah, I can now
It's a
see
buffering thing that is
the names.
So,
Yeah.
because we're both on. I've got Twitch and YouTube on my PC. You've got YouTube on yours, and it's just it's a lot of bandwidth. That is. I'll be upgrading to 5 when our contract runs out. It won't be a problem in 6 to 12 months.
It's just me.
Oh, lovely Johnny.
I was so pleased with myself. Let's move on rapidly before. So let's roll some dice and anger. This is Curse of Strahd, episode 5, Death House. So when we last left, you had decided to descend a level in the catacombs. Is that first question? Is that still your plan? Would you like to do anything else?
I'm happy
I mean,
with that.
other than
Unless we want
start
to
a
go.
rave. No, I'm good.
Hold up, I've got 2 names. It's not done. I've got 2 names the wrong way around. Lewis, thank you, Lewis. Right, which one's that? Bear with me.
Oh, Jay.
Yeah, you've got Josh and
So is it,
Thompson.
Well, that should be an easy fix.
Chat. It's chaos.
It's new.
But this is
It's all
all the
right,
fun.
Dave. All right.
Don't. I've been chuffing with this. I know Josh has gone. Where have you gone?
Huh? Oh, been banished. Oh no, it's just Tom's gone behind Sammi.
This is great.
Hey, Josh, your camera's not working. I'll do my intro again once.
No, I mean sound.
What's going on?
The map has gone now.
Oh,
The map's just not.
Oh,
It's
map
not.
ball.
Don't worry about the map, dude.
Yeah, I can get the map back. I've just lost. Josh, you've somehow displaced.
Does it help if I actually turn my camera off and then on again?
No, I think I've just. There we go. No, it's cool. It's cool. Gotcha.
Got him.
I think we're done.
Yeah.
I think we've got them. We've got faces and everything.
Yeah.
Right.
We are
So
good.
that's half the session done. Shall we?
That was good. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Great session. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for you guys. See you later.
Ready. Right. Let me just sort. I'm going to go above and beyond. Which one is that? Right. Do me a favour, Tom. Just say something.
Hello. How are we? When you put on the spot, it's really hard to think of something to say, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was expecting. I was expecting go fuck yourself, but we've come out all right.
No. I tried. I wouldn't swear at you, Dave.
Pick me next.
No,
My brother.
not while I'm running a game.
Help me.
Look, I've got to get it right, otherwise I'll never sit happy.
Aggravating, won't it?
Yeah. Oh, there's something about my family you don't need to know, but the wife, children, and me, we have a yearly watch of Eurovision Song Contest, and I've got one of the children were listening to it at bath time. I've got one of the songs going through. Espresso macchiato. You don't need to know. You really don't need to know.
Oh
It's
God.
not.
Yeah. I obviously it's a very different song to Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso, but I can't help but feel like it's somewhat inspired.
Mm-hmm.
Is this you admitting that you also watch Eurovision? Right,
Hey.
come on then, let's go. Let's, because I can edit this bit. I can cut all this shit out when on the YouTube thing that no one watches. But let's roll some dice in anger. Curse of Strahd, episode 5. I'll just briefly, if anyone has subscribed, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. It's prompted me to make it look more fancy. Yeah. So you're poised, ready to go downstairs, further into the catacombs of Death House. You've still got this chanting all around. What do you want to do?
Ascend.
So we still want to go to ascend the catacombs then, yes?
Yeet.
Still going
Yeah,
down?
I reckon high time.
Okay.
It's handy.
Let's go.
That's the simple option. So as you descend, the stairs themselves turn north. And then, bear with me.
I was about to say, would you mind just prompting the map for me, please?
Yeah. You should have a black map on that.
Yep.
Oh, this is great. It's not frightening. This is absolutely fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Don't forget.
Stay
Don't
there,
forget, Leah.
Patches.
Everything's fine.
Oh.
So Patches scampers down the stairs in front of you. As you descend the stairs, the chanting, make it. Oh well, I tell you what, make an animal handling check then. As I described, the chanting becomes louder, and you can now make.
19.
Patches comes back,
Nice.
wags his tail.
Oh, dear.
He was about to fucking kill him.
100%.
I did say torture you. I mean, sorry, Sammi. So the words now of the chant you can hear, and the words are constant, repeated over and over. And the words are, "He is the ancient. He is the land. He is the ancient. He is the land." And it's a constant droning. If it wasn't for the oppressive nature of the actual place that you're in, this would tip you over the edge. As you move down the corridor past Patches, excuse us, Patches. Oh, we need someone with light, don't we?
So, Pippa still had her staff, and I still had dancing lights up.
Yeah, cool. So you're concentrating on dancing lights. We've got Farrow still concentrating on something as well.
It would have been
Would
Hunter's
that
Mark,
have
but
been-
that'd be dropped now, I would have thought.
That had dropped. Okay, righto.
I would have thought so, yeah.
Yeah, quite possibly. So the passage moves, shifts to the east, where there's a large cavern opens up. And you can just make out little alcoves along the north wall and the east wall that seem to have strange objects in. You'll catch perhaps a glint shine of something, and it's something that looks like a hand or something bizarre. These are wooden support beams that I got apparently bored. and put the vision blocking in. So as you progress into the room, so I'm just going to grab Tala and fill out the details. There are 2 exits from this room, both to the south. You can hear from the easternmost one water, just water moving. And as you explore slightly further, you can see it does descend into a little bit of water with a portcullis, closed portcullis. And then you've got this second one to the south. Now that you're a little bit closer, you can see some of these items in the alcoves, in the niches. You can see like a mummified hand, a yellow hand, or a knife that seems to be carved from bone. There's all kinds of paraphernalia in each of these niches. What would you like to do?
Is there anything worth taking? Any certainly like weapons or?
Have an investigation. If you want to spend a few minutes, anyone that wants to have a rummage around, you can have an investigation.
I was going to say, is it worth having our little halfling possibly do I detect magic if she has time for ritual?
I've got 9. I can do one if you want. You just have to protect me for minutes.
17.
You find it interesting first.
My heart.
Yeah, and it's Pippa that's kind of drawn to it. There's what looks like a desiccated frog lashed to a stick. There's a chance that this could be quite a powerful wand, believe it or not. But the rest of it, there's a bag of back guano, severed finger.
I feel like Pippa should have the guano because it's a component for some spells, isn't it?
Pippa needs gloves if she's going to hold that.
Okay. There's as you're looking through it all, you also see a shrunken and shriveled head of a halfling as well. There's a wooden coffer containing a dire wolf set with a tongue. Figurine of a mummy, its arms covered in its chest. With the investigation of 20, and I mean you got 20 and 17, there doesn't seem to be anything of value. These aren't resaleable items there. Yeah.
Very good by the sound of it. That's what Pharaoh's getting from this. Doesn't look like trophies. We know he was a hunter. Got that hunter's lodge upstairs, hasn't he?
Oh, he has. Oh, I remembered.
Well, why would you want to keep that shit as a trophy?
Well,
who knows?
That shit has also been known to be components for spells. Is another member of the family a magic user?
Maybe the wife. Elizabeth?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
From here, can we figure out which direction the chanting is coming from? Which doorway?
Yeah, yes, it's kind of reverberating all around. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll have a perception check off everyone then, and we'll have a group perception check just to see if you can hone in.
No.
Ooh,
Not trust single things.
Natural 19.
Jonas.
Pippa's a liability today.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Dirty 20. It's okay, I'm also a liability.
Yeah, that's going to average out. Yeah, no, you're not entirely sure as you discuss it between you. If I can be annoying, I will say no. I'm not. I won't, because that's in the yeah. No, you're not sure. It seems to be coming from both. Sound is definitely travelling.
Yeah. Which doorway do we fancy then? The waterhole or the non-waterhole?
The waterhole has got a portcullis, which is, I mean, we could try and move it, I suppose, but it's a portcullis, so we might struggle. Does it look like the water's deep enough that would hamper our movement, Dave?
Yes. It's murky, but the descent of the ramp going down to it is quite severe, and as you poke around, you suspect that it's a good 2 feet deep, 3 feet deep, maybe.
Yeah,
that's really deep, guys. That's really deep.
That's just above Pippa's head, just below Pippa's head. So yeah, shall we take the normal? Everything's fine.
Yeah. Let's not get wet. It's going to take ages to dry out. We'd have to start a fire.
Oh, that's
it sounds like a lot of hassle.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we shall ascend.
Yep. So you move through the western of the 2 southern doors. Well, that's an interesting sentence. So as you travel around, you can carry on around, Sammi, just carry on around that next corner. It sort of breaks off. Ooh. And you can see shackles on the wall. It looks like this was some kind of detention area.
Okay.
Maybe.
Can we get a closer look at these shackles?
Yes.
Possibly they were recently used, or.
Sure. Are you moving all the way through, checking as you're going?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Sorry, we're being children.
I got Josh. He's going grrr. Who's in the lead?
Probably me again.
You've got the light source, haven't you? Yeah.
I'll go second to last then.
Okay. So as you progress, I'm just going to grab Pippa's token. Don't worry, Leah, I'm not going to put you right at the front. And there we go. They appear to be mostly abandoned and old, rusty chains. There's occasional bits of humanoid skeletons lying around. You do, however, find 2 things of interest. On the floor here is an intact skeleton crumbled against the wall with a gold ring round its finger, which you estimate to be worth 25 gold pieces.
I will take that.
Okie dokie. It doesn't seem to go anywhere. It ends to the south down here.
Okay.
Would I possibly do some sort of check to see if there may be hidden doors, hidden walls?
Absolutely, yes. Yes, you can. You can either have a perception or an investigation check. Anyone can do that if you wanted to all have a poke around.
Have a look as well.
Did you say there were 2?
There you go, that's better.
Did you say there were 2 points of...
That's the second natural one I rolled in a row.
Oh, that's it.
Get them out of the way.
Go on, Josh.
Did you say there were 2 points of interest?
Yeah, I did. And the second one is the secret door that you've just found. I've still not decided. Let me talk you through my reasoning there. Is because Farrow has expertise in perception, and he's got a passive perception of 17. Passive perception in, I don't know if that's, I've not read the 2024 rules all the way through yet, but in the old one, you can't roll lower than that. So even if you roll lower than that, your perception is still 17. Which basically means he's going to find everything.
Yeah.
No.
Take expertise in perception. No, if you get expertise, you always put 1 in perception. With rogues, you get 2. With rangers, you get 1.
So I see dead. No. So you do see a secret door, which, if you bear with me, it's a simple panel that just pushes open.
Does it push open? No, Mr. GM. Does it really?
It 100% does. And as you push it open, you can see into the room beyond. And as you open this door, the chanting stops as you peer into this 40-foot square room. The smooth masonry walls provide excellent acoustics. Featureless stone pillars support the ceiling, and a breach in the west wall leads to a dark cave heaped with refuse. It's the south wall. Let me just bring Tala in. So down to the south now. There you go. Where were we? Murky water covers most of the floor. Stairs lead up to a dry stone ledge that hugs the wall in the middle of the room. More stairs rise to form an octagonal dais that also rises above the water. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling directly above a stone altar mounted on the dais. The altar is carved with hideous depictions of grasping ghouls and is stained with dry blood. What do you want to do?
Sorry, I had a post-it note stuck in it. I'll just scare the life out of me.
I love it when props do my work for me.
On this post-it note. Ah, dear. So we can't see anybody, can we?
No.
But the chanting stopped when we walked in.
The chanting stops, yeah. You can now that you're in, you've got this refuse pile to the south. To the north now, you can see a spinning handle. And it's through a mechanism that you can just about see, that's attached to the portcullis.
I'm wondering if we should open that gate first.
There's definitely a way around.
Well,
the thing is, we've got a way out, so we don't need to open the portcullis realistically.
Now.
And if anything, we're better off having one choke. So if we have to retreat, we're better off having one choke point than having 2 possible ways we can be chased. So I'd say we leave it.
Is it worth seeing if somebody can attempt to jump into the middle and have a look at the altar, as opposed to going into the or
I can attempt the jump, or we could jump the halfling.
That would be fine. Just throw me towards the altar with the dried blood on it. Probably going to be fine.
Yeah.
Before I agree to anything like that, is the water clear? Can I see the floor?
It's very murky.
Like dirty murky, bloody murky?
Very murky. It's similar to if you imagine if you were stood on the bank of a canal.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like chocolate water.
Oh.
I think that's the most romantic I've ever been about canals.
Yeah.
Like chocolate water.
Don't jump into them, it's bad.
So I'm willing to take a running jump and try and clear it. In fairness, if I think I can, if the distance, because it looks like what 7.5, 10 feet jump.
I'm mildly concerned that there's something in the water that we can't
walking through it.
We can't see that side. I almost want to like when you'd like dob a stone to see what happens, but then I don't want to trigger something by dobbing a stone and then we're like
something's going to happen.
Cool.
So
100%.
Well, yeah, I mean the chanting has stopped, so whatever was in there or whatever was chanting clearly knows where we are, or is at least aware of our presence now. However, I don't think standing here is going to do us much good either. I think maybe we prepare ourselves and then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Farrell will shoulder his bow, could draw both his, scimitar and short sword, and then he's going to run and jump, see if he can clear it.
Sure. The distance isn't too difficult for you, but let's try and judge your landing. I'm happy with acrobatics or athletics.
I'll go with athletics because I am slightly better at athletics than acrobatics.
Okie dokie. Because you rolled ridiculous stats. So you stick the landing, however, you land on a patch that's slippy. And there's a moment where you stood still, but your weight shifting, your weight shifting, your weight shifting. But in that meantime, as you're stuck, knowing that you're going to fall backwards into the water, the chanting rises once more. And just before you step back into the water, you can see 13 dark apparitions appear on the ledge overlooking the room, and the rest of you see all of this happening. Each one of these figures resembles a black-robed figure holding a torch, but the torch's fire is black and seems to draw light into it. Where you'd expect to see faces are voids, and they start to chant. One must die. One must die. And as Farrow, wheeling his arms, now falls backwards into the water.
Ghost.
Oh, that's happening. That's so happening. Let's see if your what I'm going to say is, let's see if your reactions are up to it. Make an Arcana check for me. I'm going to set you the same DC.
I'm ready when you are.
Go for it. Roll Arcana.
19.
You've pushed Farrow back on to this octagonal stone block. But as Farrow steps forward, Patches, wagging his tail, jumps into the water as the chanting, one must die. One must die.
I start shouting at Patches, get out the fuck out of there, you fucking little shit.
Dogs, yeah.
Okay,
like
you can roll.
Jumps into the canal.
Yeah, you can roll animal handling with disadvantage. But what does happen is Patches continues to swim, and he's really pleased with himself. Farrow, as you see him swimming towards you,
Of course he is.
and he manages to get out on the other side.
Oh no!
Yeah,
What, he's on the altar?
He's swam. Oh, bugger! He swam all the way through, and standing up on the altar, wagging his tail, shaking himself next to Farrow, just as you've avoided getting wet. The little shits decided to. And the chanting is now ceaseless. One must die. One must die.
So can I look at the water to see if there's something coming at us?
Sure. Make a perception check. So you're scanning the water, looking at Patches' ripples. Go for it. 26, nothing is moving. The ripples from patches just continues. They lap against the far walls and then just return. There's nothing else moving. But with the 26, as you're all looking around at these figures, and they're all spaced all the way around with these torches, you're aware that they're either phantoms, illusions, or they're certainly not real. They don't pose you any threat, but this is where the chanting is coming from.
Would I possibly attempt to just move down to like here, see if they'll let me just sort of walk round?
Yeah, as you approach one with your light, it's as the brightness of the light. So you've got the sort of dim light, but as the brightness of the light gets closer, they start to fade, and then it will appear somewhere else. And as you move around each one, if there's any form of light, come close to them, and they'll disappear and fade, and then reappear somewhere else. Continually chanting.
'Cause if I can, I would like to have a look at this refuse of what I'm going to assume is remains of description.
Sure. So you can have a perception check or an investigation check.
Can I? No. 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It's mostly sort of general detritus, some building works. It looks like there was a cave-in at some point. There's odd bits of bric-a-brac, so similar to the sort of relics, the things that you found in the other room. That you know, there might be like a small totemy type thing, but you get the impression that there was a cave-in in this wall at some point, and over the years, many years, the water has just gone all the way around it. As you manage to look up, you can see that part of the ceiling has caved in, but there's nothing moving. There's nothing overly, certainly nothing worthwhile in there.
Can I have a look? See if there's anything of note on this dais on the altar.
So you can see closer now the altar itself, the depictions of grasping ghouls, and now that you're a little bit closer, you can see on the top there's in relief images of people on chains being quartered with their bowels dripping onto the altar itself, and it makes you stop for a second as you look up and you can see these chains above you with vicious looking hooks on them, all rusty but gently swaying. And you but other than that, there's not much of interest there either.
I think we might. Oh wait, let me think of a different reference.
We're gonna have to kill the dog to get through. I know.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think we're in a bit of an Abraham moment here, to how Abraham kills Isaac to prove how faithful he is. Just a bit of Bible for you guys. Well, like,
Horace would just be stood on the edge, holding his hands out like, throw it back, throw patches over here.
or bloodletting. Sometimes blood oaths are enough. Maybe
Before
just
we get, and Farrow's just going to raise an eyebrow at the both of you, says, before we get too extreme, why don't we try opening the portcullis?
that's it.
That's not, let's try not to let's not commit murder just yet.
Well, where does that get us? That'll just take us back to where we were, where we started.
I'm wondering if
Potentially,
opening the portcullis might trigger something. I don't know. I mean, what else have we got? We've got nothing to lose at this point.
Sore, isn't it?
Does
Good.
Patches look unwell in any way from being in the water?
Patches is currently licking his own testicles. He couldn't
That
be
seems
happier.
about right. Living his best life.
And then he stops and he
Oh.
starts sniffing around the dry blood.
You're
Scrumptious.
telling me my dog's only got one testicle?
None of our dogs have testicles, darling. Just going to put that out there.
Yeah, but that happened before they came to us.
That's
So you
true.
don't blame us for that, at least.
So
And Lily never had any, so you know.
You had fat, chunky puppies.
She did. Yeah. That's
So-
cute.
so what do we? But do we have to? As in, like, making the sacrifice? Hypothetically, are we?
Mhm.
Would we be throwing the offering into the water, or do they need to be like killed on the altar?
I don't know if I
The
could.
imagery.
I wouldn't be able to see from here, would I? To see if there was any grooves or channels that led anywhere from the dice into the water. You know how sometimes you're on like your like ancient sacrificial tables, there's little grooves where the blood could collect, so you could drink it. I'm showing that I know maybe too much about this kind of ritual.
Well, you see too many films or play Diablo.
It's,
they like that in Diablo.
It's Horrible History is the Aztec one.
Oh,
It's
nice.
good time.
They're make a perception check. While you're there, you can see on top.
Far away. No. 7.
Yeah, no, you're not sure. You're pretty sure it isn't. There's the collection of dried blood is mostly round the altar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Patches, don't eat that.
Thanks,
Give your
Sammi.
belly ache.
Stop licking the blood, bro. Stop it.
Shall we try open this?
Yeah. I'm just wondering if it might disturb something.
My concern is it will involve standing in the water whilst opening the portcullis, which,
Well, you better fucking protect me then.
well, it's my.
We can cover you, and if needs be, we'll jump in the water and fight. Do you know what I mean?
My worry is that
Well,
the water that will just the water's part of the ritual. So just being in the water will be enough just to snuff you out. But
Given the imagery on the altar, it would look to me that you've got to hang someone from the hooks and quarter them. That looks to be the ritual from the imagery and the relief on the altar. So,
all right. Well, Horace would turn to Tala then and just say, "I'm not going in there, but I'll watch your back."
Off I go then.
me
Okay.
too.
So as you wade through the
Yay.
water, it is thick, oozy water, and you manage to turn the wheel, and the portcullis starts to rise, and there's a catch. So you keep pulling, latch the catch over, and the portcullis is now open. Nothing else
Beautiful.
seems to happen.
okay, the other thing then, if nothing happens, I've got 2 questions. One, where does it look like the water's coming from?
The water is mostly stagnant. When you have, after Patches got out, it does eventually settle. It's just, it's liquid, so it's kind of moving, but it's not flowing in or flowing out. And your second question?
Okay. Can I have a look around looking for grooves or something that might be another door?
Sure. You can have a perception check then, as you're looking around the room from the central dais.
Like a 23.
23, nothing obvious. The light as Pippa and Tala move around doesn't catch anywhere. There's no swirls of dust. There's no trace of air flowing from anywhere else other than two entrances that you know of.
I have a random idea. So, the images that Farrow's describing to us, is it showing 2 hooks or 1 hook?
It's several hooks.
Several hooks.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I'm wondering if we potentially climb on this altar and basically pull on some of these hooks. How many hooks is there?
7.
What did you whisper?
I didn't catch that at all.
We gotta kill. Well, we don't have to kill the dog. It's a blood rite. It's a blood ritual. Everything we've seen in this house has been sucked of blood. Everything is dry. Every creature is dry. Everything has been left to rot. So there's nothing left in it. We were tricked outside because the kids can't leave, so we were tricked outside. We were lured in. We were led by noises and creaking doors to a room where the dog was, and then we've been led here by chanting. I think we're in a very sticky wicket, if there's cricket in D&D.
Have there been
Always.
any rats? Any
Huzzah.
any rats in the catacombs? Any rats?
Spider.
You.
How about spider?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said there were cobwebs.
Yeah, no, there's been spiders. Have a perception check for me, for Horace, then, please.
Alrighty, alright.
That was a bit Matthew McConaughey, that was.
Yeah,
Alright.
All right.
The 9.
9. No evidence. You don't see any droppings. You don't see any scurry of feet. This, I mean, it's dusty and old, and there's nothing obvious other than the spiderwebs.
If the way to summon whoever it is to sacrifice something on the dais, if there was no dais, then nothing could be sacrificed on it. Therefore, nothing could be summoned. Therefore, we could just break the ability to do the ritual. I think the kids would still be trapped in the house for time and all eternity. And I think everybody would be sad about it. But they wouldn't be able to do freaky ritual. We could
I'm
cut
just
a lot.
wondering where we hang 7 body parts from. Because I'm just thinking, well, you can technically do 5. But
How much you want to do it? Because if you cut the torso, if you took it left side, right side, the 4 quadrants of the abdomen as well. You got arms, legs, 4 abdominal quadrants. You've got the torso itself, the head and the arms. That would give you more than enough.
I'm starting to become frightened of you, Leah.
what's the DM?
My brain is a problem-solving machine. The problem with it is it doesn't care what problem it's solving.
Dude, should we swap places?
It's a good job. It's a good job I chose. Heroes and villains have the same backstory. They just make different choices.
Nice.
I still think
So,
we should pull on some of these hooks.
I mean, I can give it a go. Certainly,
Sure.
no harm in trying.
Yeah. You can manage to climb on the altar and pull a few. They don't seem to pull necessarily, but as you tug one, you realise that above you they are on some kind of a cylinder, a device that twists round, and as you pull on a couple, it rotates. You pull on the next one, it's that rusted that it snaps off, and you notice another couple of them are just rusted through. They wouldn't hold the weight of anything. So there's only sort of perhaps 2 of them fall off. So there's 5 of these rusty hooks left, but nothing else happens. So at this, Patches starts to look a little bit bored. You can see him moving towards the north point as if he's going to jump in again and swim back towards Tala.
Don't you be a little shit. You're gonna fucking stink.
Rashes, day.
Animal handling.
Look, he's trying to kill himself. He might as well. He's gonna die.
5. It doesn't pay any attention to you at all as he moves to the north, jumps in, and you can see as he's paddling away, his little tail waggling behind him as the chanting ceases once more, and then you can hear a rumble coming from the south, and from this alcove in between the bits of detritus, you can see, and it's shiny to start off with as the light cascades onto it, you can see blood rising through the rubbish, and as it rises it starts to form together, and then this blood form starts to rise, and then you hear a very, very strange noise that you do not expect. You hear the sound of a baby crying coming from whatever this thing is. And it rises and continues to grow, and this thing grows to 3 feet, 4 feet, and then it continues as it grows out wide. And it's just blood. And now you can see bits of bone and bits of tissue and bits of sinew as it becomes bigger and bigger. It's now 8, 9, 10 feet tall, 10 feet wide, just this mass of blood. And as it finishes congealing together, you see on the right-hand side what looks like an appendage appear and then slap down in front of it as it's pulling itself towards you. Let's roll initiative at this point, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Somebody's Dark Souls boss. We're playing Dark Souls, we're playing D&D.
I was about to say, isn't this the Cosmos of Cost?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
the Orphan of Cos.
Bloodborne, yeah. Could be, yeah, but yeah, very, very reminiscent.
I'm going to shout at Patches to get out the room. You fucking smelly shit, get out!
Pippa's not well. Pippa's not alright about this. Pippa's had a right moment.
So it is Farrow closest to whatever this thing is to react as you hear wah, wah, these high-pitched babies crying coming from the south from this creature. What do you want to do?
Okay, so a bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Wow,
I still have my swords out, which is a problem here. So I really don't want to get close to this bloody thing.
I've just noticed my my character is on there, but doesn't have initiative number.
Yeah, I can sort that for you, dude. You rolled Tala. You rolled 3. I think you rolled twice. So you've rolled 3 on your first score. Let me sort that.
That's fine.
3. Oh, Pippa's not done. I'll see what you mean. Okay, Tom, what are you doing?
So I'm going to cast Entangle.
Okay. I believe that's a strength saving throw in my future.
Yes. So I'm going to cast Entangle. It affects a 20-foot square within 90 feet of me. So I'm going to the 4. So those 4 squares there. So where it's into,
Gotcha. Yep.
but then the 2 in front, I'll cast it on there.
Okay. Strength saving throw rolls an 8.
That is a fail.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So it is. So all of these kind of like, I don't know where they come from because we're underground in a house, but all these kind of like tree roots just come down and like grab hold of the creature, and it's restrained until the spell ends.
Okay, gotcha.
When it gets a save on its turn at the end of its turn.
End of its turn. Gotcha.
And then
okay,
yeah, and then I'm gonna try and get off this plinth and get towards the back. I think so. I'm gonna go this way.
Okay. Just make another acrobatics then, or are you wading through? Or are you?
Oh no, I'm jumping. I'm not. I don't want to get wet.
Okay.
But that's a natural one.
That's a natural one. You make it across, but you do end up in the drink. So yeah, you feel as Farrow does dip in. It is a 3-foot deep bottom to this muddy water, but you manage to get to the other side. That takes us to this fleshy mound, who will repeat his saving throw at the end of his turn. Rolls a 9.
Fail.
Fails as well. Okay. That takes us to Horace.
Hell yeah. Let I take this.
Oh, that's also concentration, Dave. I think.
Thanks, dude.
Just as yes, it is. Yeah. Oh, Hunter's Mark's also concentration.
Okay, Hunter's Mark drops then, dude. That's unfortunate.
In fairness, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have used Hunter's Mark. In fairness, that's my mistake for not knowing my character.
Oh, you can have your Hunter's. You can have your Hunter's Mark back. This one's free, Tom.
Won't do it again. Promise.
Oh no, I bet you won't.
I'm just gonna make a run towards the flesh mound.
Yeah.
And then if it breaks free and starts moving, I'll like ready an attack.
Sure.
For if it breaks free and starts moving in our direction, like in either mine or Pippa's direction, then I'm gonna swing.
Okay. Which is Tala's turn.
How far away am I from it, Mr. DM?
The tape measure is saying it's 40 feet away.
That is fine. I would like to cast Holy Word at it.
Sure, you roll to hit.
16.
Okay, yeah, your holy word does hit.
7 points of radiant damage.
7 points of damage, and the wails from the baby now intensify briefly. Would you like to do anything else?
Hit it harder.
Hit it with a spade.
But stab it again.
No, and I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay, Pippa.
I think the time has come, the Horace said. I would like to cast my own concentration spell, and I will cast Witch Bolt.
Roll to hit.
Oh, 12.
12. It's the pulse of magic passes through it, but it doesn't seem to suffer any damage from it this turn. I believe that's how it works, isn't it?
Yeah, do you want me to read it out?
Yeah.
Or blah 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 blah. That's like the not interesting bit. On a hit, target takes 2d12 lightning damage. On each subsequent turn, you can make a bonus action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically, even if the first attack missed.
Yeah.
So I basically lassoed it.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. It's almost like the when the Ghostbusters have got the what's it, the prototype.
That's how I've envisioned it in my mind. Is that
Awesome.
she's just like whipped it out and just attached onto it, and is just there like, give me a moment. I think that tracks as well with that one on initiative.
Yeah. Okay. So anything else from Pippa?
Let me check. I actually think I'm in quite an advantageous position where I'm stood. I have to be able to see the creature to keep Witch Bolt on it. So I'll stay where I am.
Okay. That takes us to Farrow again.
I want the opportunity to step into the corridor if I need to.
Drop the longbow.
Sure. Go for it.
18 to hit.
18 hits. Your damage is?
My damage is max damage, 12 points of piercing damage, and it is slowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure you'll remind me of that. Yeah, it reels again as you sort of the arrow sticks into it. You can hear the piercing baby's wail. Anything else from you?
I'm going to move backwards, following round. So I'm going to move 15 to there, and then I'm going to stand next to Tala.
Okay. Rolls 21 for its strength saving throw.
That's a success. But its movement has been reduced by 10 feet.
Yeah. Well, it does it at the end of
you.
its turn as well. So what you see is this is now a tantrum noise from this baby as it starts ripping these tree trunks out from the roots, starts ripping them out, frees itself. There's two of these appendages now. It's almost like a bulldog as it's setting itself ready to charge towards Horace as you take your turn, Josh.
Lovely. I am going to if I go through the water, how much is that going to reduce my movement? Like the movement
It is. It is. It's
like difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna stay where I am, and I'm gonna keep holding. I'm just gonna hold my ground, and I'm gonna keep holding my attack. Yeah, for if it comes again, like over in that direction.
Sure, Tala.
I'm going to go again with Holy Word.
Yep.
18.
18 hits. Your damage is
2
points of damage. Okay. Another scream from the baby. Anything else?
A bit of an odd one. I would like to gather my dancing lights, and I would like to move them the full 60 feet towards the baby and basically put them together and shove this light in front of the baby. I want to see if it just makes a difference, basically. If it shies away or...
Okay, yeah, no, the light doesn't seem to affect it in any way, but you've lit it up now. It's, yeah.
Nope, that's fair.
Okay.
Seeing
Pippa's...
where I am.
Sure, Pippa's turn.
So, sorry, knowing that this is the first time I've played Wizard. So I can use my Witch Bolt, so I can do my bonus action. Could I then also cast Firebolt as well? Because I know I've got one spell up. Yeah, cool. So Firebolt first.
You
No.
can cast a spell of a level as well. Because this is a
yeah,
bonus
cool.
action and you're not casting it, so yeah.
Nice. Well, my Firebolt was abysmal. This has really freaked her out, bless her. And I will roll for my Witch Bolt damage, which is 1d12 now, not 2d12. Oh my god. 1.
1 damage. So that's automatic damage, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're concentrating on it. Okay. So it does jerk and twitch with your damage, but it doesn't doesn't do much. Anything else from Pippa?
She's gonna hold where she is.
Okay. Farrow's turn.
So, to be fair, just like you're saying about Pippa being like shaken, any one thing that we've come across since we've got to where we are would probably cause most people to have PTSD for life.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely like
They'll wobble her big time.
yeah.
Wobbled.
So
Oh
as
my
a bonus
goodness.
action, we're going to Hunter's Market this time.
Sure.
Have it. But that's
Yeah.
it. I've got no spells, nothing left. That's my last 3 use of Hunter's Mark. Take another shot with the boar.
Okay.
For a 13 to hit.
13 misses, just sails past it. It's as it's poised like this, it sort of ducks its right shoulder down as the arrow flies over it. You can see that it sensed it coming. Anything else from Farrow?
Yeah, so I'm going to continue to move around the room. So I'm going to try and stay out of the water if I can, but basically I want to try and get over. So is that an athletics? See if I can manage it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 20.
20. I am going to ask it for a disadvantage because you've got Tala in the way.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll roll it again. Yeah, there's a 7.
Okay. So you'd get as far as there, but you've already dipped in. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, that's fine. 20 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So this fleshy blood covered mound now starts slothing towards Horace. It isn't slowed. It's just too big to be slowed by this water. Horace, you get your reaction.
Too massive. Let's go.
Well, mate, in the face.
Sorry. Okay, big rolls. Let's go, please. Nope. 13.
13 misses. As it
Good.
approaches, a tendril appears from inside it. That's 25 to hit you.
That will do it.
Yeah. So that is 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
5 points of force damage.
Owie. Okay.
As another tendril, they're just shooting out from different angles from it. That's 17 to hit you.
It hits, yeah.
So that is 9 points of bludgeoning and 6 points of force. Total of 15.
Oh my god. Wait, I've got my total of 15.
Yep. Horace now collapses beneath this mound as the mound continues moving over Horace, and it's engulfing him, and it's an inch by inch swallowing Horace up, so only his boot remains before he's about to be completely sucked up into it. Josh, if you remember how we do death saving throws, if you could roll it to me, please.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, I certainly do. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Up to everyone, please. DM roll. You see?
Tala.
A little bit of pee comes out.
Yeah. While Sammy's
Can
thinking,
I-
Lewis texted me and said that apparently attacks against restraining creatures are with advantage. A bit late now, but
I think you have to be within melee range of it for it to be.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I would like to attempt to jump over the water, maneuver around Farrow, and see if I can do my full 30 feet of
Okay.
movement around.
Okay. So let's have an athletics check from you then.
Natural 20.
You go at it.
So, yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Does that put me within 15 feet of Horace?
Yes.
I really don't know. I don't know whether to cast Spare the Dying or whack out Spiritual Weapon.
Okay, Sammi, what's Tala going to do?
I am going to cast I can't remember what it's called. Spare the Dying on Horace.
Okay, so Horace, you are stable.
Thank you.
0 hit points. Anything else from Tala?
Paladin's
because I
cantrip, isn't it?
believe- Yes,
Yeah.
so I can also. Yes, I will also use this lovely scroll we found of Spiritual Weapon. And as Tala casts it, there is going to be white glow. And it's going to basically resemble her Warhammer, but bigger. And on the Warhammer, there is going to be a pair of eyes and 7 stars.
Cool. Okay, let me. It's the first time we've done it. If I give Sammi and save it. One sec. Because it's the first time that you've used it, I can. And let me put a halo around it so you can see it as well. And there's your spiritual hammer.
Yay! Got a little hammer.
Oh, yeah.
Let me consult the book. So, within range of your space, you can immediately make one melee attack within 5 feet of the force. So is it saying that if it's within the creature's within 5 feet, I can do attack automatically?
Yes. So you summon the hammer within 5 feet of this creature. You can make just a spell attack roll, and the damage is 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. And each round is all a bonus action, and in each round you can move it 20 feet.
1d8. What's that, d8?
So spell attack first. See if you can hit it.
Nope. Modifier plus 4. So 15 plus 4, 19.
19 hits, and your damage is 5.
5.
Okay. Anything else?
That is going to be it.
Okay, Pippa's turn.
Oh, we're doing a combo again. I want to save my last spell slot. Yep. So first things first. Cheeky fireball, hopefully, potentially.
Go for it.
Wow. No.
13 misses.
What? Honestly, bless her little cotton socks. And then this is the witch bolt.
Yeah.
That's better.
10 points.
10. I've reread
Yeah.
my witch bolt. I have to be able to see it.
Okay.
Once it's covered. So just to check I'm reading this correctly. Once it's on, spell ends if target is outside target spell range, which is 60 foot, or has total cover from me.
Okay.
If I have total cover from it, does that count the same?
Yes. Not necessarily, no, because you can just look out from there. But
Yeah.
if you can't
So-
see it, if you go too far in, then no, it
Yeah. Pippa's going to look at Tala and just be like, I'm here, but I can't stay in this room, and steps out the room.
Okay.
I don't blame you.
So she can still see.
Yeah.
I would say she can still keep it on, but she's out of the way.
Agreed.
In the hope that this big creature thingy-me-bob cannot fit through that door.
Okay. Farrow.
Farrow is going to wade through the water. Is it 10 feet of movement for every 5 through the water?
Yeah. Well, 5
So
feet of movement.
5,
Yeah.
Yeah, 10, and then onto there, which should be all of my movement to do that.
Yeah.
He's going to take a shot with his bow.
Okay.
And as he does so, he's going to say, "Oi, ugly, over here!"
Okay.
See if we can't get his attention. That's a 15 to hit.
15 is exactly what you need to hit it.
Oof.
So that's 6 points of piercing and then 1 point of force damage.
Okay. Make an intimidation roll for me then, Tom, please.
Sure. And at the same time, he's going to drop his bow.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we'll see. See if if it looks like it's coming towards him, he'll drop his bow.
Okay. Yes, you've got it with the arrow and shouting. You've got its attention. It's now looking towards you.
Yeah, cool.
It's going to move onto the dais. Let me just take these out. There we go. That's better. So it's going to repeat what you've already seen. a tendril reaches out for 21.
It's
That's 9 points of bludgeoning and 5 points of force.
okay.
Its second tendril only rolls an 11 as it dashes
Miss.
at your feet and you just jump out of the way. Would you make a strength saving throw for me, please?
Strength saving throw. Yeah, that's a 23, Dave.
23. As it tries to engulf you, it's trying to bear down right on top of you, but it doesn't manage it as you dodge out of the way. Let's... Horace, you're still down, but yeah, so you're just prone there.
Yeah.
Nothing to do, dude, I'm afraid. Takes us to Tala's turn.
All right.
Tala is then going to run over to Horace using 10 feet of movement. Pop healing potion
Okay.
on his gullet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is that a 1d4? Sorry.
2d4 plus 2.
2.
7
7
hit
altogether.
points. Yeah.
7.
Bonus
Thank
action.
you.
I would like to drag Horace out of this room.
Yeah. How much movement did you move? Did you
10.
10?
Yeah.
Are you going to go out there?
Yeah.
10. So another 10 feet. Yeah, you could get Horace to there if you needed to. If Horace is going with you.
Would Horace agree to come with me? If I dragged his ass?
He wouldn't stop you, but he wouldn't be happy about it. I'd also just be coming around after getting absolutely like pummeled.
Moshed.
So I'd be kind of like still quite dazed, probably not really in any way to put up a fight. So I'd be like almost like just like squirming as you like dragging me, like no, let me go. But it wouldn't really like have any kind of like strength to really put up a fight.
Let's put the
Okay.
two of you there then. That's just about as far as you could go.
That's fine. Unless you want to swap it round, Mr. Horace. So I am in the other room and you are still in the room. Which I suppose would make sense if I'm dragging him.
Yeah, sure, yeah, that's fine by me. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Pippa's
would
turn.
also like to use my
Oh, sorry.
spiritual weapon, sorry.
Oh, bonus action to
Oh, no,
drag
I
him.
wouldn't be able to. No,
Yeah.
no, that's fine.
Well, it's movement to drag him. Yeah.
No, but obviously I
Yeah.
had to grab him. It's fine.
Yeah. So Pippa's turn.
That's easy maths, isn't it? Bloop, 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 bloop. Wow.
Dude.
Not today. What? Oh dear. And then the witch bolt. Yeah, I'm so glad this witch bolt's like broken now. So this works. That's something at least.
6 more damage. Anything else from Pippa?
She's gonna hang fire where she is.
Okay. Farrow.
Okay, so as I dropped my longbow last round, Dave, would I have been able to, because I dropped it rather than stowed it, would I be able to have drawn a weapon last round or no?
Yes.
Okay, so both weapons in hand.
Yep.
Let's fucking go. So short sword first.
Uh-huh.
Ah, there's a 9. Wonderful. I probably should have disengaged, but oh well, it's too late now. And then a scimitar. About 14 is a miss.
14 misses.
Wonderful.
Dude. Anything else?
So I'm going to try and predict what I think Horace might do, and I'm going to move to there.
Okay.
Because I can't get away without taking the attack, and if I take the attack, I'm going down. So
okay.
I may as well try and set myself up.
Well, the tendril's coming in towards you. First attack is the natural one. Second attack is a 19.
That hits.
That's 9 points of bludgeoning. 5 points of force.
14
Total
total.
of 14.
I'm still standing.
Would you make a strength saving throw, please?
Oh no. Maybe I got a bit cocky a bit too soon. That's a 7, which is definitely a fail.
You all see as Farrow moves around it with a bit of a swagger as he's swinging, dodging, swinging, dodging. The attention of this blood beast seems to swing towards you all as part of its side just detaches and completely swallows Farrow. Right, let's just pop that on you. So you are inside this creature now.
Am I restrained?
Yeah. You're restrained, grappled. It's a bizarre sight and sounds. It's similar to if you're listening to music and you duck your head underwater, you can hear it 1 minute and can't hear it the next. And so you've got this baby's scream, but when it seems that your head is out of the water, the scream is more intense, and you catch it flashes of light. And as you can see into the center of this beast, you can see baby, small, naked, screaming baby, and attached to it are tendons shooting out from it, ligaments, tissue, bits of blood, and it's screaming and wailing. And you realize that you can get closer to this figure as it screams and wails, as it will move and drag Horace, drag Farrow with it, and it will go towards Horace. You're still prone on the floor. What would you like to do, Josh?
So it still count as flanking.
I'll let you answer that one, so I'm not the nasty DM.
yes, it does. Come on.
Well done, DM.
Well, I think there's only one thing to do. I'm gonna Horace is gonna. I'm gonna stand up. Bonus action. Lay on hands on myself. Just fucking have to go for it and use all 10 of the healing points. Bring me up 17 hit points. Which ain't much. Not enough.
Better than nothing.
But better than nothing. Better than a kick in the nuts, as Mark would say. And then I'm gonna step aside, firm my stance up, take my sword, and I'm just gonna fucking try and swing straight through it. I'm literally trying to cut into it to see if I can get Farrow out.
Go for it.
Big damn heroes, that's what they do.
Let's have it. Sorry, my D&D Beyond has just been hilarious and crashed on me. fuck's sake. Come
Dramatic
on.
tension, mate. Dramatic tension.
Mhm.
2 seconds. Why are you doing this to me? Foul demon.
Dramatic effect.
Too much drama.
Yep, the drama meter crashed it.
Too much drama.
Probably Jake logging on. He's messing with you.
Jake, you bastard. Come off it. Come off it. You absolute chump, you. Oh. It's doing something. It's not yet working.
Thinking about it. Thinking about it.
Maybe it was the cursing Jake that worked. There you go,
I'll
Jake.
try the opposite. He is a lovely fella, your brother.
Don't do that. Might get
it's
the
true.
Beyond to work, but it'll make me upset. Oh, why are you doing this? Oh!
Oh.
Lie.
I'm on. It's not. It's kind of let me on the website, but not really.
Can you get to your campaign?
I see the option, but it's not actually letting me click through. Oh,
Would you like me to roll
I
for
need
you?
to retract that curse of Jake and ask him.
yeah, maybe if you could, but if you roll bad, that's on you.
Doesn't count.
So yeah, that doesn't count. Roll it again.
So I'm now wondering if there's a D&D Beyond problem, because mine's like, oh no, here we go. Great sword. Natural one.
It's back. Are you serious?
And I'm having,
Heroic
as soon as you hit that button,
Heroic
D&D
inspiration.
Beyond worked, didn't it?
I just started working when you rolled that dice.
You
Have
can
you
roll,
got your
mate.
heroic inspiration?
You can roll. No, you can roll.
We're
You can roll.
humans.
I don't. I use my heroic inspiration.
Oh.
It's okay if you want to
Wow.
roll with a natural one. That's
You-
okay. That's fate.
That's an int check.
That's an intelligence
But, so you've rolled 12 plus your modifier, which I can see right in front of me is 5, so that's 17. So you hit, Josh.
Did I actually roll? Oh, you're fucking with me. I rolled 12.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh,
you rolled
for
an intelligence
fuck's
check for some reason.
Oh,
Le-
okay. All right, great.
Yeah, but it was
Lovely.
a straight D20. It was a straight D20 check, wasn't it? So
Well, did I roll it? Because I didn't. I'm not on the page still.
Wait a minute.
says you rolled it. Yeah, it says that Josh rolled an intelligence check of 12.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
wondering
it
now.
might have been
That's what I
Jake.
was
This might have been
What
Jake. Mother-
Jake. I'm back on the page now. Shall I roll? Or
no,
are
you
we taking
hit.
it?
You can roll your damage.
We'll take- Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Thanks for the 12 on the intelligence check, Jake. You schmuck. Just saying, I would have rolled a 20. So 2d6 plus 3, roll the
Yeah.
damage twice, and because it's a hit, Divine Smite, baby. Let's have it.
Go for it.
Fucking have it.
I miss being cleric. Yeah.
That's 11, or
Then
we'll take the 11, thank you.
Sure.
The spells, I get 1 free cast of Divine Smite.
hang on though.
No,
Hang
I
on.
can't. It's bonus action.
I was about to
Yeah.
look at them actually because
oh, because you use lay on hand.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's fair. So that will just be the 11 damage then, please, Mr. DM.
It's 11 damage, and if I may, a travesty of a turn, Josh. Hold on.
Thank you.
So, Farrow, would you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
a dexterity saving throw. What? So like this. Oh, that's 8 point. That's 8.
8. You see a sword slice through this beast. It narrowly misses you. As this baby, and you can see now this baby is clearly being affected, and the scream intensifies, and part of the tendrils fall off it where it's been struck, but new ones appear and just shoot straight towards the edge of this beast, seem to be controlling it as it's continuing this tantrum. Tala takes a turn.
As my bonus action, I would like to use my spiritual hammer.
Sure.
Bonk.
What did we say?
We now have a sound
It's
effect.
already gone.
Go to jail.
Bonk. So what was the modifier for casting? Sorry, so it was.
Just if you roll d20 and it's your let me get your
Hit. What is it? Modifier +4, so that's 11. So that misses.
yeah, that's gonna miss.
And then I would like to cast Holy Bird again.
Yeah.
$14.
14 misses as it just flies wide. Any movement? Anything else?
I am going to take a step back.
Okay, Pippa.
You keep throwing this flipping fireball until I hit with it.
Firebolt!
Honestly, this is great.
Seriously.
I know. Thank goodness for this one. There you go. 12 on the witch bolt.
Okay. Okay.
She is going to stay down in her cell.
Sure. Farrow, make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Sorry.
Saving throw. That's better. It's 17.
Yeah, okay. You can feel the static rising through you as electricity passes through as the baby starts to scream. It's Farrow's turn. So you're struggling to get around. You know you can't swing a sword in here. You know you're going to struggle to escape. What do you want to do?
Okay, so can I not swing a sword at all, or am I at disadvantage?
You're just restrained. There's no space in here at all. It's just blood all around you and thick tissue and various viscous material.
Okay. And I'm going to, again, similar thing, can't really fight my way out of it either, no?
You could try and move around. Are you going to try and, what are you going to try and do?
So, I've got two thoughts. I would like to try and free myself from the inside of this creature if I can. That's what I'm. So maybe trying to tear my way backwards, or what my perception would be of backwards away from the baby, would be my first instinct.
Okay, so you're gonna let's have and you can have an athletics check then.
Okay. That's a 16.
16. Okay. You manage to shift. You manage to shift a little bit, but as you shift, you can see now from this baby, another tendril reaches out towards you and pulls you back in.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Big money. Not great. 13.
13 is enough for me to tell you that there are moments now where you're struggling to breathe in here. as the baby is pulling you close, and now you're right up next to the baby as it's pulled you in. But you only realise this as you gasp for air, as there's a pocket of air around this baby. But it seems to be pulling you closer.
Okay.
It's going to take a turn. Horace, a tendril shoots towards you. 26 to hit.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, I'll do it.
8 points of damage. Plus 5
Plus.
force, 13.
Oh, good.
Second attack.
Oh.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
6
Yep.
points of damage and 5 for a total of 11.
Silvery
That's
barbs.
Horace. Okay.
I will go cast silvery barbs as a reaction.
Okay. Second attack is a 12.
Misses.
Nice. Who's getting the advantage?
I'm going to give ugh.
If I was the advantage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Pippa can't see what's happening to Farrow, so I think she would give the advantage. As much as Leah wants to give the advantage to Farrow, advantage to Horace. His next attack is with advantage. Sorry,
Smashing.
Farrow.
Thank you.
So this blood creature is going to take a third attack on Horace.
Oh, fucking hell.
26.
What?
Disaster.
Oh, yeah.
That's 9 and 3.
Oh, nothing right.
12. Horace is down. Horace is knocked unconscious as this creature continues to drag Farrow. And you can't. You're right. You can't see Farrow. You can see images of there's a bulge of what you suspect to be Farrow's back against this blood fleshy mound, but he can't. Still can't escape. And as it approaches this gap, it narrows itself down and squeezes through the gap in between you two.
Nice knowing everybody.
Josh, death saving throw, you know what you're doing?
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with the process by this point. Go. Okay.
Okay. Tala.
Somebody should be keeping a tally of how many times
3.
we failed to hit.
Oh,
Oh.
failed.
So now I will literally shit myself.
Run away.
I would like to use my action to shit myself.
I would like to use my
Yep.
action to shit myself.
Free action.
Free action. That's generous.
Awesome. So kind.
Bonus action, I would like to use my spiritual weapon to attempt to hit.
Bonk.
Okay, yeah, it's still within range, so it can move. Yeah.
Let's say I'll quite happily move my spiritual weapon over.
It's cool.
as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
So we can try and bonk it on the head.
Cool.
Bonk. 13 plus 4, so 17.
17 hits, and your damage is D8 plus 4.
So that's an 8 altogether.
8 points of damage. Dexterity saving throw for Farrow, please.
Sorry, literally, as you said that, I got those pings on my fucking PC. Somebody decided to send me 3 messages in rapid succession on WhatsApp. Not helpful. It's a 20. Sorry.
So you can see this movement, this writhing figure inside that you guess is Farrow shaped, and you judge it so you can hit this creature, and Farrow isn't hit by your spiritual weapon. You've got an action movement left, Sammi.
So at this point, I think Tala's going to pull out a warhammer as well.
Okay.
And she is going to take a swing.
Okay.
Using True Strike as well.
Sure. 17 hits. Your damage is
9.
9. Okay. Yeah, this thing you're tearing chunks off it, but it's as far as you can tell, it's not overly damaged. Any movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. I'm ever so sorry, Pippa. 5, 10,
That's something
Okay.
wild.
25.
Let's do the
I'm
opportunity
gonna
attack
move.
before you go too far. 26 to hit you.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay. It's only 5 bludgeoning, but it's 8
Yeah,
lightning,
lightning.
13.
Lovely. I'm
Okay,
just gonna hide on the corner.
sure. Pippa's turn.
Can we see a pharaoh-like shape inside this creature?
Yes.
Does it look like this pharaoh-like shape is moving independent of the creature?
Perception check.
AKA, is he moving?
18.
18.
Okay, so it might be a little bit a bit of both. So you see what appears to be Pharaoh, and then you'll see like it stretches as if he's moving his arm, and then his leg, and then it plunges away from the middle. But then you'll see him again on the other side. But then he just seems to be sucked in. So either he's fighting in there, or something's keeping him in there, or a combination of the two.
Completely up to your discretion. Pippa knows that she cannot get hit by this thing. If she gets hit by this thing, she's going to die. But Pharaoh got swallowed by the thing and might still be alive. So she'd like to use her bonus action to whip bolt.
Yeah.
And again, up to your discretion. As it opens its mouth to scream, Pippa would like to jump into the creature.
That's so cool. Hold up, everything's died.
I would say if I can occupy the same space
Yeah.
as a creature, because I'm nimble, on a scream as it's squeezing through. And once, do you like a Venus flytrap? Do you when you touch the back of the net throat of the Venus flytrap, it just swallows you?
Yeah.
That's the reaction she's trying to get. She's trying to get swallowed by it.
Okay. Righto.
So it doesn't hit her, it just swallows her like a tiny little halfling tablet.
Okay.
Do you know when you get your dog and you throw a tablet in?
Yeah.
Mid-scream, in.
Okay.
That's brilliant.
That is really good. Something's gone wrong with the stream now, however. So if you roll...
It's back up on... You're still moving, but we're all frozen.
Yeah, I'll sort it in a second.
Twitch.
In fact, I don't know how to sort it.
Yeah.
I might have to nick off Discord and come back. You make a...
Special dispensation, because this is the first time we played with you guys.
You're using your special dispensation chit now. The times are desperate.
Yeah,
You make a dexterity check for me. Well, I'm just going to log off Discord and come right back. I won't be long.
Oh.
buy Reox's rusty ring piece.
I've got one,
Completely
but I
restrained.
can't do anything. So if I'm restrained, all I was doing that, like pushing against it more than anything. I think I don't know if I'd be able to. I'll ask on my turn. I'll ask if I can.
Wait, I got distracted because I was getting stressed. Okay, right. Dexterity check.
One.
It is, but I'm a halfling, so I roll again. I got a 2.
Oh, not again.
Oh no! Oh.
It was nice knowing everybody.
Do you have
I mean-
your heroic inspiration? No.
I used it to roll under the bed.
To make another stunt jump.
So as you try,
It wants to eat me. I'm just letting that happen.
Can we just like take this fight from the top?
we cannot.
They're just say scum.
What I'm gonna do. This could be risky. Okay.
To be fair, I'm trying to climb into a creature's mouth right now. I feel like we're there. We're at risky.
We are quite
We're
risky.
long.
You take 10 points of force damage as it clamps down on you as you manage to crawl inside. So you now can see exactly the same as Farrow. You can see this baby. Tiny, tiny baby screaming. The other thing that you would notice is this baby, as these tendrils are shooting out from it and moving it, the baby is controlling this creature. And it's having a tantrum. It's an inconsolable, or potentially inconsolable baby. That's your turn. So you're now inside it as well. Takes us to Farrow. So as a gap appears, you can see Pippa arriving. It just waves at you apparently as she's being chomped, and this baby is continuing to scream. And it is, you know now, you've been in here long enough to know that this baby is controlling this creature. And it's tearing you've seen a flash image of Horace unconscious on the floor. You've just seen that through like a thin bit of membrane. What do you want to do?
Do I have my full action kind of this? Do I have action bonus and movement? Even this, okay. Would I be able to, as a bonus action, drink my healing potion? Do I have enough mobility to manage that?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, so I'm going to do that first.
Yeah.
Then I've got a bit of an interesting one for you.
Okay.
Oh, minimum on the fucking healing potion, because of course.
So
that's
4
points of healing.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'd like to spend my action trying to sing this baby a lullaby.
Okay.
I found the lullaby. I'm not sure if I'm actually prepared to sing on the internet, but I have found a lullaby.
Okay.
If he
sings on the internet, you get advantage.
Yeah.
It has 4 verses, so I'll probably do this as a continuous thing. So I'll sing the first verse and then I left my baby lying here, lying here, lying here. I left my baby lying there to go and gather berries.
Nice.
Come
So
on.
And we'll save the rest of it if it's a continual thing, so I will continue to try this.
Okay. So give me a persuasion check.
Okay. It's a 9.
We've got Cal in the chat says that song was worth advantage.
I agree.
if thank you for commenting, Cal. I'll go on then.
The DM secretly wants to say,
That's-
"Fuck you, Carl."
I did. Yeah, but it's peer pressure.
He's a man of the people.
Thank you, Carl.
Wow, yeah, that's a 3, so
Thank you,
the
Cal.
9 still stands.
So, speaking is free.
Okay.
So, well, it means you only hit us with a verse. I didn't time it, but you can have that for free. The baby's attention shifts to you, but it looks inconsolable. It looks like a pure rage. The baby itself has turned red from rage, and it now looks towards you as if these internal tendrils are possibly going to try and concentrate and take you down as well. So you've still got your action and left.
Okay, so if it's going to try and tweb me, I suppose I'm going to have to try and fight my way out because I've got. Do you know what I mean? I'm basically helpless in here. If I get out, it's going to probably get an attack of opportunity and take me down anyway. But it's more likely to hit me whilst I'm in here and restrained, where it's getting advantage to hit me. So I'm going to have to try as an action to try and remove myself again. It's the only thing I can see. I can't attack it, can I?
Yeah.
Oh, I can attack. I thought you said I couldn't last turn. Otherwise, I'd have done after.
Well,
In which case, yeah, I'm going to take 2 swings.
You've got daggers and things, haven't you, that you could draw?
No, I've got no daggers. I've got my short sword and my scimitar, which I had in my hands. But
I've got a dagger on my belt. You can have mine.
I've got to get to you first.
What are you attacking, Tom?
Just any stuff around him. So he's going to try and use his weapons to almost clear a path.
Okay, so I'll tell you for free that as you've been flailing around with your scimitar and short sword, you've been cutting its side and it just heals up. You've been cutting the tendons that are attached to the baby. You've been cutting through the blood and all the gore, and it doesn't seem to have any effect at all. It just grows back, just strings straight back again.
Hmm.
You be in charge of a tank.
I just don't know. I don't know what to do. This is the thing. So I'm trying to calm the baby. So perhaps attacking it is not a good idea. So maybe I won't.
Well, the baby, from what you've seen, is inconsolable. There's no calm in this thing. It's just gone past that point.
Yeah, so probably then I'd try and attack the baby.
Okay.
One life 3, and all that. So I'm at disadvantage to attack, I assume.
Yes.
So because I'm restrained and grappled, so I would have disadvantage, and it has advantage to attack me. I believe is how it works. Yeah, restrained. Yeah, cool. Short sword first. Oh, but that's a hit with a 21.
That's 21. Roll your damage.
Oh, minimum damage, so 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage now.
Then I get the attack. Then I get the attack with the scimitar.
Yeah.
That's now a flat roll because I have advantage because I hit it with Vex.
Okay.
Oh, Hunter's Mark as well. So it's a 24 hit with the.
Yeah.
I'll roll my Hunter's Mark with the last attack. So that's 3 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then I've got 7 points of slashing with 2 points of force.
Nice. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have just before Tala runs, and with Pippa watching, what you're going to see is this blood creature just jerk, spasm, all of a sudden. And then all of the blood and gore is going to drop as Farrow has a baby's torso in his hand with his short sword run through its head. As the baby then disintegrates into nothing. And then the whole building
And
starts
fair,
to shake.
So
Bits
Farrow's
of rubble
just sobbing.
fall. Parts of the ceiling collapse near to Pippa as you're covered in blood and gore.
Seeing this, I am going to stick my head around the corner. Can I see the creature at all? Would I have been able to have actually seen the creature?
You've seen what you've seen, and it's now blood everywhere, just swimming towards you. No creature.
I would like to run back then.
Yep.
And try and see Horace.
Okay.
And I will again cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
At him. And say, who's got a health potion?
Horace does as well, to be fair.
So I'll probably try and scramble on Horace's person to try and find a health potion.
Okay. So as you're looking around, more bits of rubble fall. The whole place is falling to pieces. What do you
Still
want
in
to do?
initiative order, or are we out of initiative order now?
We'll stay in initiative. And you know what? We'll take us out. We'll re-roll initiative. So if, Josh, you want to roll 2d4 plus 2.
It's through. Seven. Oh, that's bad.
Okay, who's left?
Are we all rolling initiative now?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry. Draw my initiative. 16.
Yay!
Okay.
Yay.
So let's get rid of that as well then. So Farrow, you're the first to react as the building's coming down. What do you want to do?
Farrow is on his knees and is an absolute mess, so he's not going to do anything.
Okay, so there's bits of rubble cascading round Farrow after what he's just been through. You can all see that he's affected by it. Horace's turn.
Horace didn't see what Farrow just did, and is probably going to pretty quickly come to see everything that's collapsing, see Farrow on his knees, and he's just going to just think nothing of it. And almost, to be fair, he probably needs the help walking himself as well. So he's just going to grab Farrow, put one arm over Farrow's shoulder, and then start trying to walk out with him, and just saying, "Come on, let's get out of here."
Okay. That takes us to. So you get him up and you start moving. Are you going to go out the way that you came in that way?
Would probably just take the direct route. Probably wouldn't think to turn. He'd just be thinking one foot in front of the other. So I'd probably go out.
Okay.
This way.
Straight through that way. Okay. So, Tala then? What's Tala going to do?
How does Pippa look?
Well,
Patches! Where's Patches?
Patches! Damn you, dog.
That's that fucking dog. I'm going to kill him.
He's
I
the,
will grab
he's the big
Pippa's
bad.
hand and I will go to follow Horace. And as I'm following, I will shout Patches.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, see if he emerges.
Yeah. Patches comes over. So what's Pippa going to do then?
I don't think she doesn't start to do anything until Tala touches her. It's almost like she's paused in the moment of just like, when you don't even know how you feel about it, but something huge has just happened and you don't know what to do, and there's blood in your eyes, and Tala touches and start moving. She wipes blood out of her eyes. Bits of rubble start falling on her, and she starts just gusting the bits that she can off everybody that she can, and just hyper focuses on trying to keep the ceiling from falling on people.
So, as you do this, the four of you making your way through this catacomb, you come to the conclusion pretty quickly that you're going to have to get out quickly. Otherwise, the whole place is going to be falling down. As you go around the corner into the larger place where all of the relics were, with Horace in the lead, the lintel breaks and snaps, and at Horace, you become aware of the only way that you're going to get all of you out is if you brace this beam yourself, so the rest can get under, and then you slip through. Would you make an athletics check for me, please?
Yeah.
This is technically his next role after my silvery barbs.
So you can roll it with advantage.
It works, kind of.
It works.
Well done, Lee.
As I say as well, Horace would like happily have like jumped under that lintel and like would be like putting everything into it because he's been fucking useless during that fight and he's well aware of it. 16.
16. So you brace this lintel just before it cracks. And Pippa, Tala, and Farrow run past with Patches shortly behind. As Horace, you spin and all the rubble collapses to the ground and you manage to escape. You manage to get through and upstairs into the portion of the dungeon where you fought the ghouls. And you can see now in front of you on the wall, and there's no other way that you can go, these scything blades, very Indiana Jones-esque, just constantly coming. As Pippa realises that there's a pattern to it, and you think you can figure out what the pattern is. Would you make an intelligence check for me, please?
Good girl. 22.
22. So you say to Horace, now, and he goes, and it's perfect. And then to Tala, and then to Farrow, and then you yourself judge it perfectly as you jump through. You manage to get upstairs, all the way up to the 3rd floor, and the whole building is coming down. If you stay, you're in danger of being buried in the house, but the children are still there. Mishka's still there. And it's likely that you're going to die with them. What do you want to do?
Which floor are we on?
You're on the top floor of the house now. As you go up the spiral staircase right to the top, you're going to have to walk all the way through the house to get out.
Or go on the roof.
I mean, I'm going to say this: Farrow is in no state to make any decisions. He's muttering to himself incoherently. Pale as a ghost. Yeah, he's not there
So-
at all. You basically, although he's supporting Horace's weight, he's also you're having to lead him. He's not.
Yeah, whisper to the DM. Do I now have that ring we spoke of?
No, it's just a way of putting your mage armor.
Okay.
Horace would quickly try calling out, well, not calling out loud, but like almost like to himself, like speaking internally. Kind of try and see if he can get in touch with Mishka. And he'd say, he'd say, Mishka, please leave the children now. Come back to me.
Yeah, she appears instantly, and she's saying, "You've got to go. You have to leave. Leave now."
Is there a way onto the roof that we could find? Or could we came across a couple of balconies, didn't we?
You did, yeah. So as you make your way back to a balcony, one of the fireplaces that is near to you, black smoke starts billowing out. Sammi, would you make a perception check for me, please?
Oops, 12.
12. Okay.
I see fuck all.
Everybody takes 5 points of fire damage from this explosion. As Farrow, in his grief, drops unconscious to the floor.
So Tala will again cast Spare the Dying
Okay.
on Farrow.
Uses her health potion on herself.
Okay. You managed to get... Go on, Tom. Josh.
I was going to say, can Horace just like try and pick Farrow up and just throw him like over the shoulder?
Yeah. You managed to get to a balcony, force open the door, and you can now see the mist has receded. There isn't any mist around the house. As with difficulty between the three of you, you managed to lower Farrow down to the ground and climb down to this village that you're in all of a sudden. Which is where we'll finish the session and we'll level up to level 3.
But at what cost?
Hey, can someone remind me what a health potion is? Because I thought I put it in my backpack, but I forgot.
2d4 plus 2. So, first question, you all right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
My character probably isn't, but Tom's all right.
You keep playing your character. I'll keep playing the nasty, horrible man.
I've got a Lord of the Rings quote for you for the Pippa's actions today. The closer you are to danger, the further you are from harm.
Very good.
Very good.
It's the ancient wisdom of my people.
Let's roll some hit dice then. Let's end on a positive. What I'll say for you've got a little bit of peace now. So it is night time in this village. The mist has completely receded. There is a bit of a drizzle. In fact, what I'll do, because there's some wonderful fan art for Curse of Strahd. Is it that one? It is. I'm going to force an image. It will turn up in about 3 hours. So should we roll your hit dice for the next level? And you can be on 1 hit point. So.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay, I'm going to do it in order. So, Josh, D10 for you, dude.
Yes. I roll
Okay.
D10 now. D10.
Right,
Roll
How we do hit dice for leveling up, if anyone is watching, is Dungeon Master rolls, player rolls, and if we get the same, we re-roll. Otherwise, player picks the highest.
I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 4. 6 it is.
Shield it.
Leah. Leveling. So that was a leveling Paladin. We've got a leveling Wizard.
D6, isn't it?
D6.
She said with confidence.
I've rolled a 2.
What is with me in 2 and 1, dude? Like, what is this? If there's a 1 in my life, there's a 2 directly after it. But I'll take that too. Thank you.
So
we keep my
Sammi.
mind away from the toilet jokes.
Yeah.
I was just thinking to myself, I won't say what Mark would say. I won't say what Mark would say.
They don't jump too pure.
Said number
Too pure.
2.
So leveling Cleric, Sammi. D8 for you.
D8.
Rolled a 2.
4.
4. And then Tom, D10. 7.
Is it a D10? Oh, I've ticked the D8 for some reason. That's Tom.
No ranger, D10.
What did you roll? Sorry, Dave.
7.
I rolled a 9.
Big numbers.
Big numbers.
That's nice.
Right. So Pippa will get 2 spells in a spell book. And you now have access to second level spells. Tala, you've got access to second level spells as well.
I know what I want.
And if you're not too traumatized, we'll end the session there. And have you got the Village of Barovia yet? Have you got it? Has it come up?
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
Yes.
Isn't that brilliant?
Awesome.
So
Dude.
The only thing that I would say to you is this castle on the hill is on top of a massive cliff, so that the cliff itself is overlooking the village, and it's way up there. That's the only difference. But yeah, that's fan art. That's good, isn't it?
That's
Kid.
My God.
Yeah. Right. Let me turn the thing off. Thanks for watching. If anyone did watch, I think we've had some comments this time as well.
We
Haven't we?
did, yeah. There've been a few people watching, to be fair. We've had Callard 0, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sabari.
a couple of Sabari as well. Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Crikey. The rest of Dice and Anger's been watching by the looks of it as well.
And yeah. All of you with the Strahd group probably sat laughing at us, but
oh my goodness, that was time. We missed.
Jake was there to offer insightful comments like, "You killed the baby."
Oh, beautiful.
If it makes you feel any better, gang, if it makes you feel any better, Leah, I'll tell you this story. When the other party went through here, it was Jake that was engulfed, and bless him. He's such a nice fella, but in his Brest Brummy accent, he said, "I think I'm going to have to stab the baby." And that became a little bit of a catchphrase.
Oh, it breaks your heart.
It's good.
Yeah. Right, I'll turn the